This cat is doing the Lord's work. There's a reason he's got the night tag. Bruh. Ah, I love you, man. Good work. Now they got a few threats. Yep. Okay. Yeah, it's really great when it works, eh? Yo, pray that I pull Curse of Corruption. Yeah, come on. We're gonna get Golden Necker now, right? Unit. I think this is really good now. Special. Well, this gives me Curse anyway. Yeah. Oh, wow. That was beautiful. Wow, so clean. Hey, what's up, legends? Welcome back to another deck guide. Before we get into today's list, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so now. My next objective is to reach 10,000 subscribers, and I'd really appreciate your help and support in achieving that goal. For today, I've put together a Golden Necker Arachas Swarm list. So the leader ability that we're utilizing is called Arachas Swarm. And with this order, we get to spawn a drone on an allied row of our choice. We've got 5 charges. Also, whenever we play an organic card, spawn a drone on a random allied row. Drone is that token unit that you see there. For the most part with our leader, we just want to reserve this for when we are committing the double Kiki more queen play in this deck. So before we go ahead and spawn the first copy through Caranthir and play the other one out, we can exhaust our full leader onto one row. And that's how we make Kiki more queen play consistently. Other than that, we can also use leader ability to synergize with spontaneous evolution in some circumstances if we need that. Stratagem we're running is Tactical Advantage. I went with this one just to give us more board space because we're actually swarming quite a lot. So it's just to give us a bit more room if we may need to. And what this does is boost an allied unit by 5. We can simply play this onto one of the 1-powered token units that get spawned. So what I'm going to do is run you through this list bottom up, explain how best to play each card, when to play it during a match, and then we're going to discuss how to execute strategy for this deck. Now to begin with, I have 2 Orchard Man-Traps in this list. So the reason we have the Orchard Man-Trap is that it just gives us an extra way to trigger the Thrive for the Kikimore Queens. So that's when we're looking to save both of these to be played whenever those cards are going to get committed, whether that's round 2 or 3. And the way we're looking to play this card is Melee Row, because it allows us to consume an allied unit. This unit triggers Thrive an additional time. So try to consume something other than our 1-powered token units that are on the same row as the Kikimore Queen, because we want to leave those there. You may wish to consume Caranthir or some other kind of unit at that time. We've got 2 Endrega Eggs. So with the Endrega Eggs, the Death Wish units, and they have swarming synergy because they're spawning 3 drones in the row that they die on, I guess you could say. And the way we're looking to trigger the Endrega eggs is simply through the use of Endrega Warrior. So we kind of want to play these two cards together. In some cases, we could play two of these together and then play one, consume them both. But I think it's kind of nice to save one set per round. So we could play one of these sets round one and then save the other for round 2 or 3. So with the Endrega Warrior, we just have this in here to consume the Endrega eggs in particular. On deploy, consume your adjacent units. For each consumed insectoid, gain 1 charge. Zeal order, spawn a drone on this row, charge 1. So, as I said, once again, we're just saving Endrega Warrior here. We could also even play this in between our other token units, which gets swarmed, and then spawn even more token units, okay? Double Arachas Nest. Spawn 4 drones in an allied row. We could use this when committing Kiki more Queen to make that play more consistent. Other than that, it does have good synergy with Chimera as well. Play one of each copy in different rounds, so play them both in the one round. We've got Vial of Forbidden Knowledge. This is because we're playing Golden Necker, just to give us a good target for Golden Necker. So with Vial, it's just good value at 4 provision costs as well. Zeal Order, boost an allied unit by 4, give it Vitality 4. At the start of the game, if both players have this card in their deck, summon itself to a random allied row and transform into what you see there, which is Vial of Forbidden Knowledge, unsealed. Zeal Order, look at your opponent's starting deck, okay? So I'm not sure how many people are playing this right now. If that does happen, it just gives us an extra thinning option, okay? We can leave this in deck for Golden Necker though, I would recommend. Then we've got 2 Chimeras in this deck. So we're swarming a lot of Insectoid token units, so Chimeras should play quite good. Deploy, consume an allied unit. That's going to be the token. And we're going to look to play this Adrenaline 5. Boost all copies of consumed unit in that unit's row by 1. So we do have a bit of a row stack emphasis. Chimeras are a nice way to win round 1 and also to push round 2 on the bleed. Spontaneous Evolution. Boost an allied unit by 4. Gain an additional effect based on the unit's category. So we are targeting the drones, which is an insectoid. And because we're doing that, we're going to spawn 3 drones on the boosted units row. So make sure you have enough room on a row to get full value out of the spawns that will be created. And once again, this has good synergy with Chimeras and Kiki more Queen as well. Just one thing with our special cards. Because we're playing Golden Necker, we want to make sure we have certain cards in deck, right? Make sure you got special left when you play Golden Necker and an artifact in particular. For some control, added in Dorageri. It allows us to lock a unit on deploy. I like the fact that we could also lock one of our units if we get False Siri, maybe a beast summoned by Sove, something of that nature. We've got Arcane Tome to give consistency, especially in getting Golden Necker. That's pretty much the main reason I have that in here. So it has a Zeal Order. Play a special card from your deck, then move self to the opposite row. If there is no space on the opposite row, destroy self. It's got a cooldown of 1. At the end of your turn, if not on cooldown, destroy self. As far as when to play Arcane Tome, depends when you think it's best to commit Golden Necker. I guess we could play this out to find Golden Necker round 2 would be a good idea, or round 3. Arachas Behemoth, more swarming synergies. So on the deploy, spawn 2 drones and boost all other insectoids in this row by 1. So I like to use Arachas Behemoth to get round control or to push on the bleed round 2. And just make sure we set this card up through Endrega Eggs, Endrega Warrior, Arachas Nest, Spontaneous Evolution before we play it down. Then we have Sir Scratch-A-Lot as well. At the start of the game, gain immunity. Deploy, boost self by 0. Order, increase the boost value by 2, then replay self. Units played on opponent's side can trigger your Thrive abilities. The idea with Sir Scratch-A-Lot is just another consistent way to get the Thrive value out of the Kiki more Queens that we'll be playing, because we don't really have point slams like Osril in this deck. So we kind of want to play Sir Scratch-A-Lot when we're going to commit the Kiki more Queens in that same round 2 or 3. And what you want to do is play it out first, then start setting up your Kiki more Queen play. And then we can start clicking the order on Sir Scratch-A-Lot. I believe once we have both Kiki more Queens down on the board, And then it's going to give your opponent like a lot of different threats that they're going to have to answer, make it hard for them to answer everything quickly. We've got the Kiki Queen here, Thrive unit. Whenever this unit's Thrive is triggered, boost all allied insectoids in this row by 1. So we want to play this copy from hand onto the same row that we spawn a Kiki Queen through Caranthir. And we just want to row stack them behind Defender. I do like to do this round 2 on the bleed. And with Caranthir, of course, because we're going to look to spawn a Kiki Queen, we want to have that card in hand because of the way Caranthir works. Otherwise, we can't do this. So deploy, spawn a 1 power base copy of a monster unit with a provision cost of 10 or less from your hand on this row. The sequencing would really be that you have to ensure that we play Cave Troll first to protect these units because they're very important. After you play Cave Troll, you'll exhaust your leader completely, and then you go ahead and play Caranthir into your first Kiki Queen, okay? For some thinning and consistency, I add a Roach in this deck. Whenever you play a gold card, summon this unit from your deck to a random allied row. Usually comes out round 1 for us. Cave Troll to protect the Kiki Queens, perhaps even Sir Scratch-A-Lot. We like to play Cave Troll whenever we're deciding to commit those cards. I think it's generally good to commit them in round 2, try to 2-0 the opponent. Siri Nova, since we're playing Golden Necker, I think it makes sense. Deploy, if your starting deck does not have cards with a provision cost of 10 or more, gain Resilience, Shield, and Fail. So we've met that condition, so we'll get those effects for Siri. And we either play Siri round 1 or round 2, obviously for that Resilience value. Golden Necker's got a similar condition. If your starting deck does not have cards with a provision cost of 10 or more, play the top unit, special, and artifact from your deck. Now, once again, you'll have to look at your deck, make sure you don't brick anything, make sure you got the right cards in there to get full value out of Golden Necker. We may wish to consider playing this round 2 because it does thin the deck quite substantially as well. May help you find other cards into a round 3 situation. And because we're doing a lot of swarming, I think it's good to bleed the opponent into round 2 so we don't over swarm in a long round 3. We've got Ring of Favor. This is just a way to help us get round control. This card starts in your hand. Boost an allied unit by 3 is what it starts at. While in hand, at the end of your turn, increase the boost by 2. When your opponent passes, banish self from your hand, draw a card. When moved back to the deck, banish self. So this could give us an extra thin and a nice way to close out round 1. We'll play this kind of as the final play of round 1. Get as much boost as you can on it. For a tall punish option, added in Curse of Corruption here. Just allows us to destroy the highest unit. Obviously, you're going to have to time the play of this card. We may have some units which are not really tall, but kind of tall. So just time it to make sure we don't destroy our own units. And then Royal Decree for consistency allows us to play a unit from our deck of our choice. We kind of may wish to save Royal Decree to find Caranthir, Cave Troll, or Sir Scratch-A-Lot in particular, because those are really important cards for us in this deck. So now that I've covered the list, let me explain how to execute the strategy for this deck. So I would really recommend that we push hard to win round 1 and just try to 2-0 the opponent, mainly because we're not a control deck and we do have a lot of swarming synergies, and because we're playing Golden Necker, we may be at risk of kind of like over swarming our side of the board if we go along round 3 and play a lot of those combos out. So what you can do round 1 is commit the following combination of cards. You can play one of each copy of most of our bronzes, like Endrega Warrior, Eggs, Arachas Nest, Chimera, Spontaneous Evolution. We could play Arachas Behemoth. We can play Ring of Favor, obviously, Siri Nova, and let's say Dorigary, perhaps for some control. Should be enough to get you round control. Try to 2-0 the opponent if you can. Into round 2, open up proactively with Sir Scratch-A-Lot. Play Defender on the other row alone. And then we're going to exhaust the leader on the same row as Defender. Play Caranthir into Kiki Queen. Play the other on the same row. Start clicking the order of Sir Scratch-A-Lot. You could even play Golden Necker and just try to 2-0 the opponent. It's really the best way to go about it with our deck. So I hope you have fun watching the following matches, and thanks a lot for your time and support. Consumes. Spontaneous. Well, these are all really good. Spontaneous consumption. Yeah, what's up, Adam? How's things, brother? We're playing a super broken top tier deck today. Golden Necker, double Kiki. World first. Never before seen. What rank are you, Sonrisa? Yes, I'm glad you agree. Coming from you, that means a lot, bro. They might pass now, hey, because we're so far ahead. Just play this on the pass. Rank 5? What are you playing at the moment, like, in that rank? If you want to get to pro, just play what they're playing right now against me. It's really strong. Skellige Raids is really strong. It deletes everything. Maybe even leaving you. We've got Cat. I think we got good cards for a bleed here. How many have they played? They played 2 already? It's gonna be problematic. Yeah, NR Knights are great too. Soon, Dozen. It's never enough. Okay. Cranthier's in there, ready to go. We'll stack it this way. Nice. Really, really solid tempo. That looks good to me. Wow, we're already at 47 to 8. Absolutely incredible. Okay. And now? You've got 2 Bloodthirst. Oh. Oh, we're gonna be careful not to overswarm now, do we? Let's see. Yeah, not bad. Orchard Mantrap actually works really good with Cat 2. I can see that. Like the Thrive. They're giving us more space. Good. Feral Bond. Luckily they're killing that.
Women, children, elders.
Oh. Wow. Yeah. They can clog. But how are they gonna catch those points though? Anyway. They can kill something and play it. Because they got the order floating there. Yeah. Okay. Still a fair bit of points. They can't make it, oh. They got Sove or what? They probably do have Sove. Yeah. Range straight play? Melee still? Wow. Oh! Thanks so much. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Is this Dozen? Ooh. Igni. It's a Shoop deck. Wow, with the scenario in there too. Okay, so control to worry about. We gotta look out for Igni. go. Nicholas, the absolute legend. My goodness. My goodness. Listen to those notifications. You're the best, mate. You're the best. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, it's got to be Dozen. They're playing crossbowman off of Room Age. Confirmed. It's confirmed. That's it. It's Dozen 100%. Thank you. Amazing, eh?
Get out already. I don't have all day.
Should we just play the Siri then? It doesn't look like I have much of a hand to push with here, really.
You talked enough.
Missing chimeras. Okay. Resilience. Dozen is loyal as to NG, man. Even in ST, playing NG. Crazy. Well, we could go Curse, take it out. Maybe just pass now. Sup, dub? Golden Necker, double Kiki more queen. We have Nova resilience. Shoop's out of the picture. I think it's Dozen. Dozen's gone quiet in chat, and usually when that happens, it means it's him. So I think it's Dozen. My favorite tune right now, this one. Freaking epic. The passing? I don't know if this is good for us, to be honest. We probably overswarm. We'll see. I'll try my best. We want Caranthir, Arachas, Behemoth. I mean, we can go one of those. Was there any risk for this? It was just Shoop that was the risk, was it? If they seized it, if we played it, open field? I think it was just Shoop. What an interesting deck. I haven't seen a build like that, to be honest, with a Harmony scenario. That's sick. We leave it? We gotta watch out for the Igni. I have to trigger the Thrive of the far left. So I gotta consume one of these then? So we lose this one now to Ignia, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it looks sweet, eh? Oh, really? Oh, nice. Ah, that's great, man. Okay. I don't know, we don't want to use it, do we? Because we're going to overswarm, yeah? Last card's the owl, isn't it? Oh! What an insane match. Bonjour.
I can do a great deal more for you.
Nice deck, Dozen. Nice deck, man.
Crack and eat me ghoulies. Looky here.
Man, it's great because you got movement. It makes a lot of sense. I used to use it like that with Yoden. It used to work really good with Yoden. The adrenaline kind of bugs me. We have to wait on this. Waiting is not good.
Yield and save me some time.
Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it.
Don't make me laugh.
Destroy the highest unit. This is the highest unit right now, right? Yeah.
So be it.
Spawn 3 drones. Boost that you by 4 based on the use category. So I can target this, right? Okay. I don't have to target a token. Just target an insectoid with it. Adrenaline pumped. Mate, love the passion, man. Oh, jeez. Once in a lifetime Gwent match. Nah, man, me and Dozen will cross each other again. We're bound to. We always do. We have resilience. I guess we're okay if we lose on even again. Are we? Not really gonna play this here, no. They still have to commit into the next if they want it. Nah, that's unfair, man. You're the assimilate master. It wouldn't be fair for me. Come on. That's gold. Betray NG. Oh no. You'll pass, right? Oh, but I need to leave that in deck for later. Next round. I mean, that's potentially dangerous giving them this too. I think I have to though. Okay, if they give it back, we can go Arachas Behemoth it. If they want to do that for us. Yeah, you could. You could find a way to add that in. That's what I was afraid of. Oh, that's bad. Wow, they didn't get knickers at all? Look. Oh, and a bricked that's a really bad golden necker. Honestly. That was really bad, man. Oh my goodness.
Nothing like some overseas thunder and sprinkling.
Have mercy. Are they playing Compass? Like, what happens into the next round? They just got like these dud cards in deck. Man, I keep it real. So we're gonna lose Necker value. Because I'm gonna play Vile here. I'm definitely not committing these. Now they pass. And this already got used? Now we're gonna get Caranthir, Cat, yeah, and Kiki Queen. Watch. Kiki Queen, Caranthir. Maybe now they play Compass. Wow, beautiful. Immunity value. That is absolutely stunning. Start clicking back here. Oh, yes. Yeah, cool. Wow. Yes. Rise. Rise, my little ones. Grow. Wait, what just happened to that card? Where did it go?